built at Megiddo. This is the old ancient city that's been built many times over. Some 20 times it's been built. One city ruins upon another. We'll move on. This is the view from Megiddo.
If they would just take a layer, see what is there, find the layer underneath, remove it, the one underneath. First of all, they do it in a few centuries to find it. Secondly, if they make a mistake in their conclusion, there is no way even to know that there was a mistake. So they decided just to make a cut. In a certain place, make a cut through all the layers and leave something for other generations. But what's amazing, the cut they made here was on the sacred area, the area of temples. And they just realized that they made a cut and they found a temple. Underneath, between earlier periods, there was another temple of another religion. And underneath, another temple. Which means any time that somebody conquered the city, and just
Mount
below is
Carmel.
Yokneam and here is Armageddon. You see the distance between the two. It's not much. It's less
Mount
than 7
Carmel.
miles. And the valley of Armageddon, the mountain ahead of us is the city of Nazareth. From here we'll go to Nazareth, Mount of Transfiguration. The Rift Valley is just over there, and the Mediterranean is just behind Mount Carmel. So now you can get an idea of the geography of the place.
You said the Valley of Armageddon was 12 meters or 7 miles.
No, I say the distance between Yokneam and this place, Armageddon, is 7 miles.
But I think earlier you
Mount
said
Carmel.
Valley of Armageddon was 12 or 13 meters.
These are all the ruins of the different cities built here upon Megiddo.
I got
Here. Till October, never rain between April and October. October is the time that already they put it back in the ground, so it's used only in the time that you don't need to cover it. And you see that they had 2 systems of stairs, one up and one down. And just to be ahead of the crowd, they started going.
Going down into the water system of Megiddo, city of Megiddo, Armageddon. The ladies were in charge of bringing the water up. The stairs were not this nice and this comfortable then.
He's done it before. So it is good. That's what life is.
Still going down. This is the well.
And if you look over there,
What a source for the whole
on the
city.
left side of the stairs, you see the original stairs carved in the rock. Just think about going up and down and carrying the bucket, but not through those stairs that you have the rail and neglected, but at the dark on those stairs. Who knows how many just fall down and broke their heads. I can tell you a situation.
Synagogue of Jesus time.
Synagogue of Jesus' time. It's not a synagogue today, but that brings us to the point what is a synagogue. I remember as a Jew, they told us in school many times, well, it cannot be true what's written in the New Testament. There were no synagogue in Jesus' time, and the New Testament mentions Jesus was preaching in synagogue. Meantime, we found even an earlier synagogue than Jesus' time. So we know there was a synagogue in his time. So Jesus was preaching synagogue. But what is a synagogue? I mean, Jesus would not have preached anywhere else but in the synagogue. To understand it, we must understand first what the idea of synagogue in Judaism. True that the major importance in the religion was the Jewish temple in Jerusalem.
We're looking back down the streets of Nazareth. Streets of Nazareth. This is the hometown of Jesus. And I'm looking up, there's the church and synagogues up beyond that.
Go to the church and you'll be able to do it. Since it's loaded by other groups, I will explain outside. You just go the whole way through. And at the end, you'll see the spring.
Siellä ei ole mitään oikeaa optia. Siellä on aina kaikki vaan tulisteja.
You'll see the spring in the place. That was interesting what she said. But she made some dramatic mistake. So at the end is the spring. Again, the tradition says that that's the spring that Mary was at the spring when she was annunciated that she's pregnant. And that's the reason why the whole church moved into Baruch. The church is held today by the Greek Orthodox. And already in the bus I told you that Joseph and Mary, that's the place Mary was annunciated. I mean, the source of Joseph and Mary was from Bethlehem and Jerusalem, from tribe of Judea. But they moved to live here in this area, probably because of economical reason. I mean, when they were children, the parents already moved here. Maybe they couldn't have a job there in Bethlehem. So Mary was at the spring, and then she met the angel that announced her that she's pregnant. So you can go into the church, and at the way in your... So,
inside. Miss. Papá de dois filhos. Pai de estado. Pai de estado. Não tinha acabou.
We're now walking up the streets of Cana of Galilee, where Jesus performed his first miracle, turning the water into wine.
The entrance to the church, we'll go inside in a moment. But the whole story of Cana, I'm sure you know the story, you're familiar with the story of Jesus and Mary invited to a wedding in Cana. But all this story, besides the fact that are there, it shows us, for me it's one of the most beautiful stories of the Bible, the most human one.
This is my view overlooking the Sea of Galilee. The view from my room. Beautiful. Now this morning we'll be going out on some of the boats. Boats similar to this one, I guess. We'll be going out on the Sea of Galilee. It's going to be cold. It's a little cool this morning. Temperature is supposed to be in the 50s, low 60s today. Beautiful sunshine though, thank the Lord. See you down on the water. Alright, this morning we're heading out on the Sea of Galilee. There's Mount Hermon out in the distance. Back over here to our left is the beginning of the Golan Heights. This is the day that the Lord has made. We are now headed out the boat on the Sea of Galilee.
And this morning there are other ships at sea.
All right.
Each of the three Gospels, Matthew, Mark, and Luke, gives us a description or an account of this event that took place under mother-in-law. Another one is the conversion and conviction of the bride who decided to follow Jesus. And then we come to this event.
We're headed to the other side.
In Luke and in Mark, we have an account of sowing of seed, and we also have the account of the healing of the man from Gadara, sign. Even though all three of these apostles have written on the I would imagine they the people found all they were on spiritual arms, they were liberated, and they took what happened during that day. And I believe that the evidence is identified because when we have traveled far west, we rise 4 days in the morning, and first the dead to get up and start have breakfast at 7 o'clock, leave the hotel at 8 o'clock, and get to prison for 9 o'clock. And we have our prayers between sometimes, but we have done as 3 services a day, and we have fed 200 and 300 men to the Lord in the week.
Normally when you come it as clear as now?
Yes.
Yeah, in this time of the year, that's the way it is if it doesn't rain. However, we see the entire Sea of Galilee. We are in the western side of the Sea of Galilee. The side that Jesus called it the our side. Because on this side live the Jews. The Jews chose to live in this side in this time. I mean, they were in position they could make choices to a degree.
I guess you could 13 people on that boat.
Oh yeah, size real big.
Boat from Jesus' day.
This boat was discovered.
They have to keep
The boat that we just saw was discovered somewhere along in this area here. Out in here, right in there, where the boat was discovered. I must move on, my group is calling. He went up into a mountain, and when he was set, his disciples came unto him, and he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, Blessed are the pure in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in spirit, pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you.
So, we are in this divine place, and we just heard these divine words. And this is just the base of what is to be a good Christian, I would say. What is to be a good person?